My name is Greg Mengelt. I'm the sports editor at the News and Tribune. I've been with the News and Tribune for 7 years, 4 as the sports editor. As the sports editor, it's my job to determine what's going to be covered, what's going to go in the paper each day, and give direction to the rest of the staff and to the people who write for us. The sports editor job at a newspaper this size is really like 3 jobs in one. There's, of course, being the sports editor, which gives the direction to the sports department, and then there's being the sports reporter, who goes out and covers games and does the fun stuff that the sports writer does, and then there's the job of preparation and production of getting the newspaper together every day and providing the sports coverage to the public. We've had several great moments here since I've been working at the News and Tribune. Before I came here, I believe we had 2 state champions while I lived down here, and since I've come to the newspaper, we've had 8. They've all been so much fun to cover. All the championship runs have been a blast to cover, and we've had some individual champions as well, and every one of those moments is memorable and special. My favorite music is basically anything from the 70s, from disco, Earth, Wind and Fire, or the cheesy music from the 70s like Ambrosia, or the rock from the 70s like Boston and Led Zeppelin. I think the obvious answer is flying, because that would be so much fun, but I always kind of had this fantasy of being a spy, and what better superpower could you have as a spy than invisibility? That would make you the greatest spy in the world. When I first moved down here to where my wife lives, I started my own newspaper called Inside the Game, and I worked with the News and Tribune staff, and so I got to see it every day. And even before I worked here, it struck me how good of a newspaper this was for the size. It's hard to tell that it's really a small town newspaper because of how much coverage it provides of the local area. Not just sports, but the news department is outstanding as well. And it's gotten better every year that I've been here. And I think people who live here don't understand how good of a newspaper it is for the size of the town that we're in.